All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. I'm going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which actually means, our Boudoir Facebook ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains. And the and that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women that happens to that are seeing our ad actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get our Boudoir Facebook ads into their brain because that's the only chance they'll buy from us. That means we gotta have them click somewhere on it instead of simply scrolling on by, which is unique CTR all. Now, unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. Common, everyone believes it's normal. That's why it's so common, so widespread. But it's not. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. And more about those towards the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we see our universe building up here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. But we got a solution. We know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch. And it's pretty simple. We duplicate the original ad. We treat the duplicated one. We leave the original alone. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, and basically we run that, and through its full treatment, and then we keep whichever one running has the highest metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one that has the highest metrics at the end. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes to PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS. It's caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And then our solution is Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So that's our universe. Now here onto my residency. So I found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, brought them to the hospital, tested them. First one up, found out its unique CTR is 4.3%. So I discovered that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, so basically as a result, we know we can treat this with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. So that's what we did. Treat it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week. And we got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend, which means that they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And so they no longer have to spend that money, and they actually can pocket it kind of as like a bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus. They just don't spend it because it would have all been wasted anyways. And kind of a bonus, $3,700 a month bonus. And so what that's given them is that's given them $3,700 a month, which is actually like $40K over the next 12 months. By simply not having to burn burn that and burn that cost. And next part of my residency, and the second Boudoir Facebook ad got unique CTRL up to 1.39%, or found out its unique CTRL was 1.39%, and actually, since it's under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and as a result, we can actually treat it with Boudoir Pico. So that's what we did. Treated Boudoir Pico, got its unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And as a result, if they're spending more than 10 grand a month, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So $8,400 a month difference. They pocket it every single month. They don't have to spend it. They keep it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, phantom profit. And as a result, we are, we're actually, they're actually able to keep that $8,400 a month, which is like, 100 grand over 12 months, over the next 12 months, literally doing no extra work, nothing. Finally, had a patient come through, unique CTRL 5.03%. So that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. And that's exactly what we did. Took about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. And when we did that, we actually found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So if he's spending 10 grand a month, $6,700 a month is being wasted. So now he only needs to spend $3,300 a month with his Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And that $6,700 he no longer has to spend. He pockets it every single month, every single month, every single month. Kind of like a Boudoir Pico phantom bonus. And at the end of the year, after 12 months, what's that? That's, it's like an 80K bonus. Literally, 80K bonus. And so the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And we know that because, dude, just look at these numbers here. Wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Average these numbers out, the average is probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, on average, this can be, five out of 10K is being wasted every single month, and we can eliminate that, put that back in y'all's pocket, approximately, 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. All right, now we're gonna diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting that what Facebook is telling us to fill out is actually what we should fill out, and that's best for us, or it's good for us instead of being good for Facebook. And what actually happens is this is actually better for Facebook. So it's worse for us. It causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than normal. And it actually pulls our unique CTRL under 6% and increases the probability that we have BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. And as we, kind of on the back end, the flip side for Facebook, what it actually does is it increases the, more women scrolling by our ads per unit time. That increases the amount of ads Facebook can serve per unit time, making Facebook more money per unit time. That's why you never ever listen to anything Facebook recommends. Are looking at the creative. All right, fine, no mistakes there. Next, we'll look at the see more headline first 2 3/4 lines. Facebook newsfeed mobile. Actually, that's probably getting cut off. Reveal the confidence you embody and celebrate your strength with every shot. Or with left touch designed to empower and uplift. All right, so yeah, we only got one type of specific context here. Repeated different ways a bunch of times, but it's still only one piece of relevant one piece of relevant context. So that means we got the lack of context mistake, which means we believe we provide enough context to optimize maximize the number of correct women coming in, kicking out the number of wrong women. But we're not up at the top of the hump with this. So consequence of this is way more women gonna be scrolling by with wild Facebook ads than necessary, and as a result, we're actually gonna have it's gonna be pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability that we have BLCS. So, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because of its unique CTRL less than 6%? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. My diagnosis is yes. I do believe this is a BLCS, a Boudoir Facebook ad with Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, and you've got your Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, so your Boudoir Facebook ads have a unique CTRL under 6%, and you've been looking at the market, seeing it get more and more saturated, more Boudoir photographers. Every time someone gets a new iPhone, they're putting their Google My Business profile up saying they now shoot boudoir. Every time someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom groups saying they now shoot boudoir. So more saturation, same number of buyers, more competition. You're seeing, more inflation just in living costs, cost of living, and you're optimizing, pulling more money out of the other parts of your business than what we, and you're seeing that since you spend more than 10 grand a month in boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate approximately, 5K of that per month, put that back in your pocket, you no longer got to spend it. So it'd be over 60K over the next 12 months, approximately 60K over the next 12 months. And, you want to optimize the Facebook ads part of your boudoir business, kind of get more money out of that same inputs, or, eliminate or less inputs but more output, or less inputs but same output, kind of optimize there. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA, become a dominant boudoir advertiser, and have boudoir brain entry boost in your boudoir Facebook ads, because you need that on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I do open it up for a new patient intake. Right now I do not have that open, but open it up for new patient intake, and then we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.